So have you ever heard of a serial killer who was obsessed with puzzles? Yeah, that's right. Meet the Zodiac Killer, the mystery man who terrorized California in the late 1960s. And guess what? He might be the original internet troll. Okay, there was no internet back then, but you get the idea. He wrote letters to the police and newspapers taunting them, and get this, he included puzzles and ciphers. Who does that? Was he a wannabe Sherlock Holmes villain? Or just super bored on weekends? Now, this guy wasn't your average villain. Instead of lurking in the shadows, he craved the spotlight. He wanted people to know his name, or at least his symbol, that weird cross-circle thing. Imagine having a logo but no brand, am I right? Every letter he sent was like, hey, I'm here. Look at me. Honestly, the Zodiac had more marketing skills than some influencers today. And here's where it gets crazy. This guy claimed he was responsible for at least 37 murders, but only 5 were confirmed. What happened to the other 32? Did he lose count? Misplace his notes? We may never know. But wait, it gets even weirder. Some of his ciphers remain unsolved to this day. So, if you're a code breaker or just really good at Scrabble, you might have a shot at cracking one of history's biggest mysteries. Speaking of which, do you think you could solve it? Go ahead, drop your theories in the comments. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why haven't they caught this guy? Great question. Despite decades of hunting, hundreds of suspects, and more conspiracy theories than you can shake a magnifying glass at, the Zodiac remains a mystery. Some say he vanished. Others think he's still out there lurking. But hey, don't freak out just yet. He'd be like 80 years old now, more likely to be napping than writing cryptic letters, right? Oh, and by the way, if you're loving this trip down the rabbit hole, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I promise to keep bringing you stories crazier than a Hollywood script. So back to the story, the Zodiac wasn't just elusive, he was super savvy. He even called into TV shows. Imagine the audacity, or the desperation for attention. He'd fit right in on reality TV today, don't you think? But seriously, his taunts, his ciphers, his phone calls, they were all part of his game. And he played it well. Too well, maybe. The thing is, we still don't know who he was. Was he a military codebreaker, a disgruntled librarian, or just someone with a bit too much time on his hands? What do you think? Leave your wildest theories down below. Let's see who can come up with the most outlandish one. Alright, detectives, before we wrap up, here's the burning question. Why is the Zodiac Killer still such a big deal? Maybe it's because he managed to become more myth than man, more riddle than reality. Or maybe it's because deep down we all love a good mystery, especially one that makes us feel like we're the detective. So, if you want to dive deeper into more unsolved mysteries, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. And remember, the next time you get a weird letter in the mail, maybe don't try to solve it alone.